No one regrets retiring early, but many regret waiting too long. If you're financially ready at 58, step away sooner to live fully while you still can.
Many people keep working past the age of 58, not because they truly need more money, but because they've never considered the real cost. That cost is the last of their youth, their health, and their remaining energy. You may be trading away the most precious years of your life just to add a few extra numbers to your account. And ask yourself, is a little more money really worth it when what you lose are the years that will never come back? What about you? Would you choose more money or more time while you're still healthy? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Age 58 is often seen as a crucial turning point in both career and life. It is not just a number, but a milestone that marks significant changes in health, energy, and the way we experience life. At this stage, many people continue working as they always have, without realizing that every additional day of labor means losing quality time that can never be bought back. By 58, health begins to slow, energy is no longer as strong as before, and recovery from fatigue becomes more difficult. This means that the experiences that should be enjoyed fully during the best remaining years are postponed or even lost forever if work remains the priority. Each extra day of work at this age is not simply adding more money to a bank account, but subtracting a day from the healthy time you have left. You may earn more money, but you cannot buy back the resilience of your body. You cannot buy back the last of your youth, and you certainly cannot buy back precious moments with family, friends, or those long-awaited journeys you once dreamed of. That is why age 58 becomes a defining milestone, where each person must look back, reflect, and decide. Continue trading health and time for more money, or stop at the right moment to enjoy the years that still hold strength and a desire for experience. This is the time to think seriously about how time outweighs money, and to ask yourself whether you are truly using the last of your youthful years in the most meaningful way. One of the most common misunderstandings about retirement is the fear of spending down savings. After decades of working and accumulating, many people hesitate when it comes time to actually use the money they have worked so hard to put aside. They feel uneasy when their accounts stop growing and begin to decrease, which often leads them to keep working and delay retirement. But in reality, the true purpose of saving is not to hold on to a number that keeps getting bigger on a bank screen, but to eventually reach the point where you can stop working and start living life on your own terms. Savings are a tool for freedom, a way to buy back your time so that you can live the days you truly own. Money should not become chains that keep you tied to a job when you already have enough to live comfortably without continuing to labor. The real value of retirement is not in the highest balance you can achieve, but in how many healthy, meaningful years you can unlock by using what you have saved. Think about it. If you keep building wealth only to feel safe watching the numbers grow, you may be missing the chance to experience, to enjoy, and to connect with what matters most. On the other hand, if used as intended, your savings become the ticket out of the work cycle, giving you back control of your time, letting you slow down and fully embrace each moment with family, friends, and yourself. That is why you should not let the fear of spending down savings hold you back, because that is exactly why you saved in the first place, so you can rest, step away from work, and truly live. When people think about retirement, they often imagine simply having more free time. But the truth is, time only holds real value when it comes with health and meaning. At age 58, you still have the strength to go on long hikes, the energy to travel through Italy, or the vitality to spend an entire day playing with your grandchildren without feeling overly exhausted. But picture yourself at 68 or 75, those very same activities, once so simple, will become much harder. Your legs are no longer as steady, your health is less resilient, and your energy has faded, making those experiences far less fulfilling than they could have been earlier. That is why retirement is not just about having more time, it is about having healthy, high quality, and truly meaningful time. Quality time is the most precious gift you can give yourself and the people you love. Money can always be earned, account balances can continue to grow, but youth, health, and vitality cannot be bought back. At some point, the experiences you could have fully enjoyed will no longer be possible, no matter how much wealth you have accumulated. True retirement is not measured by how many free hours you have, but by how you transform those hours into memorable, fulfilling experiences while you are still healthy enough to live them fully. That is the deeper value of stepping away at the right moment, not to chase a bigger number, but to live the best remaining years of your life in ways that truly matter. If you had more healthy time in your hands, what would you choose to do first? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your answer might inspire someone else. One of the biggest mistakes people make when deciding on retirement is waiting for the so-called perfect conditions. They postpone their plans hoping for a stronger market, higher interest rates, or a more stable political environment. This mindset creates the illusion that retirement success depends on external factors that are completely beyond personal control. The truth is that financial markets will always move up and down, interest rates will rise and fall, and politics will continue to change no matter what you do. If you allow these unpredictable shifts to dictate your retirement, you may end up delaying the best years of your life while waiting for conditions that may never truly feel ideal. A successful retirement is not about timing the market, but about building a plan that can withstand different climates. That means creating a strong financial foundation that includes diversified sources of income, a portfolio structured for long-term growth, and a flexible withdrawal strategy that adapts when circumstances change. With a system like this in place, you are not relying on the hope of perfect timing. You are relying on discipline and structure to carry you through the years ahead. Retirement should be a decision based on readiness, not market predictions. A clear plan gives you confidence that even when the economy shifts, your lifestyle and peace of mind remain protected. True retirement success is built on preparation, resilience, and the ability to adjust, not on waiting endlessly for conditions to improve. The real cost of hesitation is the time and energy you lose while you delay. The sooner you recognize that discipline and structure matter more than timing, the sooner you can begin to enjoy the freedom that retirement was always meant to give you. For many people, the greatest obstacle to retirement is not a lack of money, but fear. It is the fear of losing identity after decades of being defined by a career, the fear of stepping away from long-held routines, and the fear of no longer having a clear sense of purpose. These fears are real and deeply human, and they often keep people working long after they are financially ready to stop. When work has shaped your days for 30 or 40 years, the thought of giving it up can feel like stepping into emptiness. But retirement does not have to be a void. It can become a new chapter full of meaning if you prepare for it intentionally. The solution is to plan not only your finances, but also your life after work. Think about what activities will give your days structure and purpose. Hobbies that you have always wanted to pursue, volunteering opportunities that allow you to give back, travel experiences that broaden your perspective, or simply time spent with family and community can all create fulfillment and connection. By identifying these elements in advance, you replace fear with anticipation. Retirement then shifts from being about what you are losing to what you are gaining. It becomes a chance to redefine your identity beyond your job title and to create routines that serve your well-being rather than your workload. Purpose is not something you retire from. It is something you carry into new forms. The more you prepare for this personal side of retirement, the less power fear has over your decisions. With clarity about how you will spend your time and where you will find meaning, the idea of retiring becomes less daunting and far more exciting. Retirement can then be seen not as an ending, but as the beginning of a life lived on your own terms. When most people think about retirement, their focus naturally goes to money and physical health. They ask themselves whether they have enough saved and whether their bodies will allow them to travel, to stay active, or to enjoy daily life without constant medical concerns. While these are critical questions, there is another equally important dimension that often gets overlooked, and that is mental and emotional health. A truly fulfilling retirement is not only about financial stability or physical well-being, it is also about peace of mind, inner balance, and a sense of calm that allows you to enjoy the years you have worked so hard for. Prolonged years of work, constant stress, deadlines, and pressure to perform can leave deep marks on your emotional state. Many people carry this stress into retirement without realizing it, and instead of feeling free, they continue to feel restless and anxious. This is why caring for your mental health should be as high a priority as caring for your finances. Retirement offers an opportunity to reset, to release the chronic stress that work often brings, and to discover new rhythms that nourish rather than deplete you. Inner peace can come from creating daily practices that center your mind, whether that is meditation, journaling, walking in nature, or simply learning to sit quietly with yourself. Mental wellness in retirement also means nurturing positive relationships. Spending time with family, engaging in meaningful conversations, or staying active in community groups helps create a sense of belonging and connection, both of which are vital for emotional stability. Without these, even the healthiest body and the largest retirement account can feel empty. Balance is another crucial aspect. During working years, it is easy to sacrifice balance in pursuit of goals, but retirement should be about regaining it. Balance between activity and rest, between solitude and companionship, between pursuing personal passions and giving back to others. When this balance is cultivated, the result is a calm mind and a contented heart. Emotional health is also tied to purpose. Many retirees struggle not because of money, but because they feel a loss of meaning once work is no longer their identity. Preparing for retirement, therefore, means planning for purpose, whether through hobbies, volunteering, creative pursuits, or mentoring others. These activities feed the spirit and sustain mental wellness. In the end, retirement is not only about having time, but about having the mental clarity to appreciate it. True wealth in retirement is measured not just by dollars, but by the peace and joy you carry within. By prioritizing emotional well-being alongside financial and physical health, you ensure that your retirement years are not only secure but deeply fulfilling. After the age of 58, the definition of success begins to shift in ways that many people do not anticipate. For decades, success is often measured by job titles, promotions, the size of a paycheck, or the growth of an investment account. These external markers carry weight in the professional world and can shape one's identity. Yet, as retirement approaches and the future holds fewer working years, the true meaning of success begins to evolve. At this stage, success is no longer about the corner office or the size of the portfolio. It is about the richness of life itself. One of the most valuable measures becomes time, specifically how much time you have to live on your own terms. Time to rest without guilt, time to travel to places you once only dreamed of, time to invest in passions that were neglected during the busy working years. When you have control over your time and can choose how to spend your days, that is a deeper and more personal form of success than any financial statement can provide. Success after 58 is also about relationships. Family, friendships, and community ties often become more important than professional networks or business connections. The quality of your days is largely determined by the people you share them with. Strengthening bonds with children and grandchildren, nurturing a marriage, or reconnecting with old friends can bring more joy and fulfillment than reaching another career milestone. Experiences also redefine success. It is not the accumulation of things that matters most, but the accumulation of memories. Walking through a new city, learning a skill you always wanted to master, or engaging in cultural or spiritual exploration all add to a sense of a life well lived. These experiences bring vitality and keep the spirit engaged long after professional roles are set aside. Another powerful measure of success is the legacy you leave behind. Not just financial inheritance, but the values, wisdom, and memories that continue within your family and community. Passing down life lessons, traditions, and stories creates a lasting impact that money alone cannot provide. A meaningful conversation with a grandchild or teaching someone a skill you perfected becomes a living legacy. Success in later life is therefore about alignment, ensuring that your daily actions reflect what truly matters to you rather than what society or your career once dictated. It is about creating a balance where health, purpose, and relationships are prioritized above the pursuit of status. Redefining success after 58 liberates you from outdated measures and opens the door to a new chapter where fulfillment is measured in time well spent, love shared, and meaning carried forward. True success is no longer about reaching the top, but about living deeply, fully, and authentically in the years you have. Retirement is not something to plan for only when the final day of work arrives. It is a lifestyle that must be prepared for step by step in advance. Building the retirement you desire requires more than financial readiness. It requires shaping the way you want to live once your professional obligations are behind you. This means cultivating healthy habits early so that your body and mind remain strong enough to enjoy the freedom you have earned. It also means exploring and committing to hobbies or passions that can bring joy and purpose when work is no longer the central focus of your days. Just as important is creating a clear plan for your healthcare, understanding how you will maintain access to medical support, and ensuring you have coverage as you transition away from employer benefits. Alongside health comes the responsibility of long-term financial management, where a spending strategy aligned with your values helps you maintain stability while still allowing you to enjoy the present. By actively shaping your lifestyle before retirement begins, you reduce uncertainty and replace it with clarity. Instead of seeing retirement as an end, you see it as a natural continuation of a life designed intentionally. This proactive approach ensures that when the time comes, you are not scrambling to adjust, but are stepping into a lifestyle that you have already envisioned and built, one that reflects your goals, priorities, and dreams for the years ahead. In conclusion, no one has ever regretted retiring too early, but countless people have admitted they regretted waiting too long. Retirement is not about reaching the highest number in your account. It is about how many healthy and meaningful years you truly get to live. As age advances, health and energy inevitably decline, and experiences that once seemed simple may become out of reach. That is why, if by age 58, you have built a solid financial foundation that ensures a safe and comfortable life, it is worth seriously considering stepping away sooner. Do not let fear or habit keep you trapped in the cycle of work longer than necessary. Give yourself the chance to live more fully, to spend time with family, to pursue the journeys you have always dreamed of, and to nurture inner peace. Ultimately, the greatest value of retirement does not lie in accumulated wealth, but in the years of freedom, vitality, and happiness that you manage to claim while you still can.